Graduates of the College of Education and Human Services. faculty representatives of Ferris State University. The President and stage dignitaries. Please stand for the singing of our national anthem. Feel free to join soloist Rachel Schumann. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning. Welcome to the commencement exercises of Ferris State University. We are delighted that you, the families and friends of our graduates, have come to witness this occasion which celebrates their accomplishments. My name is Glenn Okanowski. I'm a faculty member in the Television and Digital Media Production program in the College of Education and Human Services. Carrying the symbolic mace and representing the Academic Senate is J. Randall Vance. Marshals representing the faculty members are Matt Wagenheim and Susan Hastings Bishop. Today's music is performed by the Brass Quintet from Mount Pleasant. The interpreter is Emily Baxter, and the ushers are members of the Ferris State University Student Alumni Gold Club. Please join me in thanking them for their assistance. We would also like to acknowledge this year's recipient of the Alumni Awards. This Ferris graduate was honored at the Alumni Annual Spring Reunion Banquet as part of the proud tradition jointly preserved by the university and its Alumni Association. Congratulations to distinguished alumnus Colonel George Nick Nicholas, 1974 Environmental Health Bachelor's degree and 1983 Optometry doctorate. Please stand to be recognized. Now allow me to present the stage dignitaries who will rise as they are introduced. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been recognized. Secretary and Representative for the Board of Trustees, George J. Minutis from Flint. President David L. Eisler. Honorary doctorate candidate Brent Knight. Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Fritz J. Erickson. Distinguished teachers are selected by the Ferris faculty each year. This individual is recognized for his outstanding performance as a dedicated teacher and counselor of students. It is my privilege to introduce our 2012 Distinguished Teacher, Dr. Clifton V. Franklin. Academic Senate President Douglas L. Hanline. Vice President for Student Affairs Daniel L. Burcham. Director of Alumni Relations Jeremy J. Mishler. Trustee Alicia M. Baker from Mount Clemens. Trustee Paul E. Boyer from Ada. Trustee D. William Lakin from Clinton Township. Vice President for University Advancement and Marketing, Shelley L. Armstrong. Vice President for Extended and International Operations, Donald J. Green. Vice President for Diversity and Inclusion, David Pilgrim. Vice President for Administration and Finance, Jerry L. Scobie. Dean of the College of Education and Human Services, Michelle A. Johnson. Dean of the Michigan College of Optometry, Michael T. Crone. Would you please join me in acknowledging them? Officially presiding over this commencement ceremony are members of the Board of Trustees of Ferris State University. Board Secretary George Minutis now brings you the board's greetings.
Good morning and welcome to the 2012 May Commencement Ceremony. Ferris State University is one of Michigan's greatest public institutions of higher education. The Board of Trustees is comprised of citizens appointed by the governor with the advice and consent of the Senate of the Michigan Legislature. As mandated by the state of Michigan's Constitution, the board is charged with the responsibility of governing the university by setting policy that enhances not only the quality of education, but also the quality of life. Graduation epitomizes both. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, I extend best wishes to all of you being honored today, and special congratulations to the May class of 2012. Go Bulldogs!
Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Fritz Erickson, will introduce the honorary doctorate candidate.
Good morning. We are honored today to recommend an individual who has a distinguished history of exemplary service to education and a passion for Ferris State University. We are proud to recognize Brent Knight.
Allow me to share the resolution concerning our honorary doctorate candidate. Whereas, Brent Knight, you have a distinguished career in education, including being named president of Triton College at age 29, and serving as president of Pierce College, Morton College, and now Lansing Community College. Whereas you have focused your efforts on student success, offering programs relevant to the 21st century workforce, ensuring access to education, and being a good steward of public resources. Whereas you are a staunch advocate of low tuition and responsible student loan debt, which led to your job training program, Get a Skill, Get a Job, or Your Money Back. Whereas your successful work in the private sector includes having been Vice President of Development at Meyer Incorporated, and also as chairman of the Frederick Meyer Gardens during its inaugural year. And whereas you are a proud Ferris alumnus, as well as holder of a Mott Fellowship, while earning your doctorate from Western Michigan University and completing postdoctoral studies at the University of Michigan. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Ferris State University offers to you its sincere gratitude and takes great pride in conferring upon you the honorary doctorate of public service with all rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Ferris State University offers to you its sincere gratitude and takes great pride in conferring upon you the honorary doctorate of public service with all rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Brent Knight, Ferris State University is privileged to pay tribute to you today. By virtue of the laws of the state of Michigan, the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ferris State University, and with the sincere good wishes of the faculty and students of this university, I confer upon you the honorary degree, Doctor of Public Service, with all the rights and privileges therein. As a symbol of this recognition, we invest you with this doctoral hood and present you with this diploma, Dr. Knight. It's my honor to present to you the newest doctorate from Ferris State University, Dr. Brent Knight.
Good morning. Thank you, President Eisler, Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, guests, family members, and of course, the class of 2012. I am deeply honored to be awarded the Doctorate of Public Service and to join you at your commencement. Faculty, thank you for all of your hard work and the extra effort you make every day to help your students learn and achieve their goals. I'd like to talk especially with the class of 2012 about the importance of commitment, of getting up tomorrow and deciding that you will be very successful in life, whatever path you choose. Recently, I read a biography about David Petraeus, General of the Army. He's considered a transformative leader of the American military. Many of you know he was commander of the armed forces in Afghanistan. His success as a general and his overall success in life are the result of an extraordinary commitment. The title of the biography is All In. We read about famous people like the general, but there are many in this room here today, perhaps the person next to you, who have made the same commitment to be all in. I would like to mention several I know who are here today. First, my mother, Esther Knight, who at the age of 97 you can find Mother on Facebook. She exchanges emails with me frequently, although she does not tweet, at least not yet. When I'm about to say, I wonder if people think that this is fiction. I can assure you it isn't. Mother was driven from a young age. The teacher in the one-room school in rural Bay County, Michigan, finally let my then 4-year-old mother in the school after her continued knocking on the schoolhouse door. That was in 1918, and as you can imagine, there was no electricity or running water in that school or at her home. As a child, she lost both of her parents and was an orphan at age 8. Life was difficult. She completed her studies in the one-room school and was determined to go to high school. This was a different time. Since she began her schooling early, she was off to high school at age 12. Rural roads were impassable in Michigan during much of the year, so it was necessary for her to move to the city, that being Bay City, where she lived in a homeowner's attic. As she was graduating from high school, the Great Depression hit, the banks closed, and all monies were lost. At that time, there was no such thing as financial aid. She literally earned her way through college, was awarded a teaching certificate, and began her teaching career in rural Mecosta County in 1934. I can assure you that my mother overcame all obstacles and truly was all in. My wife, Risa, is sitting next to my mother. She overcame challenges too. While in high school, her father died. There was no money. No one in her family had ever gone to college, nor was she encouraged to go to college. That did not stop her. She too earned her way on her own and was awarded a bachelor's and master's degree in math and became a great math teacher. Risa was all in. I received my bachelor's degree here at Ferris. At the age of 21, and 3 years later, I had earned both my master's and doctor's degrees from Western Michigan University. During that time, I was a Mott Fellow, had been awarded a federal research grant, and was starting my new job in Chicago. I studied tirelessly over those 3 years, and I can assure you that I was all in. Lastly, President David Eisler. I can tell you that college presidents closely observe other college presidents. Your president deeply loves this university and cares about its students. 4 years ago, I attended an alumni event here. As Risa and I were leaving about 9:30 p.m., I noticed President Eisler surrounded by students. It was clear to me that he was exactly where he wanted to be, engaged in a lively conversation with Ferris students well into the evening. Earlier this year, Risa and I watched the great Ferris hockey team play Michigan State here in Big Rapids. Early in the game, the Ferris students erupted in a raucous cheer. The person sitting next to me sensed my surprise and said, "You should have heard what they cheered before President Eisler talked with them." Things are much better now. And I said to myself, wow, that's awesome. Asking students to change their cheering was not something that I wanted to do. At the hockey game, I also learned that President Eisler often sits with the pep band during games. He's probably the only university president in the nation to be a regular part of the student pep band and did so on national television. Last fall, I was in a meeting with other college presidents chaired by the governor. And I must tell you that no one exceeded President Eisler in his enthusiasm and determination on behalf of their university. He too is all in. I encourage all the graduates here today to make a commitment to be the best, to lead a fully engaged life. And some years from now, when you are completing your career, you can say that you met every challenge and that you were all in. Thank you, and thank you again for the wonderful honor that you have given me today.
Thank you, Dr. Knight. It's a true honor to stand before you, the class of 2012. Today is a wonderful opportunity for you to reflect on your accomplishments here at Ferris State University. As such, you need to know that your success is built upon the collective efforts of so many people who care about you and who take great pride in your growth and development. I want to pause for a moment so we can express our thanks to them. I begin with our faculty who have served as your teachers, advisors, guides, and mentors. We are truly fortunate to have a faculty who are dedicated to teaching and who care deeply about our students. I would ask that our faculty rise so we can express our thanks to them. I also want to thank our staff, who each contribute in their way for you, our students. In doing so, I would note the beautiful decorations here today and their many contributions to today's ceremony. We are fortunate to have a beautiful commencement program which provides information on our university, its program, and today's ceremony. I extend special thanks to the students in our university printing program for this wonderful keepsake. Now to the special guests with us today. First, I want to recognize your parents. They have planned and sacrificed to help you reach this pinnacle of achievement. Parents, please stand. I'd be willing to guess that there are proud grandparents here also. Would the grandparents please stand? For some graduates, there are spouses or significant others who have stood by them in both good and tough times and have supported you working toward this day. Would you please stand? Graduates, some of you have children who've had to share their mom or dad with books, studying, and homework assignments. I'd ask the children of our graduates to stand. Finally, we're fortunate to have many friends and other relatives of our graduates here today. Please stand so we can thank you for being here with us today. Graduates, in a few moments you'll be crossing this stage. A few helpful reminders. As you celebrate this achievement, take time to thank those who have worked, helped, and supported you. Their sacrifice and love have helped create this moment for you. Second, a practical but useful reminder. We're going to take your picture as you receive your degree. Don't forget to pause as I shake your hand and smile. For every student who crosses our stage today, there's a story that includes parents, family, and friends who supported them, teachers on all levels who have educated, challenged, and prepared them. And of course, there are the students themselves and their personal commitment, effort, and sacrifice which brought them here today. In the successes, triumphs, and achievements of these graduates, we see our hopes and dreams for the future, a future that is bright and promising and filled with opportunities that are yet to be discovered. Over the past few weeks, I've taken time to visit with our graduates, learning about their experiences and hearing their stories. As I listened, I gained an even deeper appreciation of the students we have at Ferris State University and the power of the educational experience we provide. For many of our graduates, there have been significant challenges along the way. Life often makes us reconsider our dreams, determine where our passions lead, and push on against adversity. I'm hopeful you can relate to the experience of our graduates here today who truly have triumphed in this way. Today we have a father and a son graduating together. The father... The father remembers when he began his electrical apprenticeship and the instructor for that apprenticeship telling him that his job, instructing apprentice, was the best job anyone could imagine. That father began his career as a journeyman electrician and eventually began teaching as an adjunct instructor at Grand Rapids Community College. One day he saw an advertisement for the same job his former instructor held at the Career Technical Center. He took the practical testing for this job, was the only one who qualified, and was hired for the position. But then he needed to earn a bachelor's degree, an effort he began in 2004 at Grand Rapids Community College, then at Ferris Grand Rapids, and finally here in Big Rapids starting in 2009. Today he graduates as one of 12 in the promoted program an innovative approach designed to offer working students the opportunity to earn a Bachelor of Education degree in technical education. This is a modularized approach to teacher education that includes intensive direct instruction, online education, and project-based learning. It is my understanding that we are recognizing 12 students from this cohort today. It is also my understanding that the special graduate plans to continue his education toward a master's degree. From middle school on, his son had wanted to become an engineer, and Ferris State University was #1 on his list of schools that could help make that dream a reality. Here at Ferris, he is majored in welding engineering technology and graduates today with his associate degree. He also will be continuing to go to school, working towards his bachelor's degree here at Ferris. I'm proud to present to you a father and son, both graduating today, Tom Medendorf and his son Jacob. I would ask that they stand and be recognized. I'd ask that their family also stand and be recognized. Our next graduate is the youngest of 4 children and grew up in Julian, California, near San Diego. At age 3½, he lost his hearing through a genetic condition. Both his mother and sister took sign language and provided a foundation of support for him. Initially, he struggled with school because there was no interpreter to assist him. During the 3rd and 4th grade, his parents drove him a half hour to catch a school bus for an additional hour ride to school where there was an interpreter. This was a turning point for him as he became a good student and continued this success with an interpreter throughout his school experience. In addition to his own improved studies, he began volunteering in his father's third grade classroom teaching sign language. When he was a junior in high school, his mother, who had been his main advocate, passed away. Fortunately, his father took over this role for him. After graduating from high school, he was uncertain about what he wanted to do and attended 3 different community colleges in this search. A turning point for him came when he joined the group Up With People, traveling with them for 6 months through Europe and Asia. Up With People had a relationship with Carroll College in Montana, where he majored in elementary education. At a Christian conference, he met students from Ferris State University and decided the recreation management program here sounded more like what he wanted to do. The program was more hands-on, and this graduate learns best by doing. So he moved to Ferris on his own and began his studies here, graduating today with his bachelor's degree. He spends his summers working with disabled children, building homes for those in need, and serving the community. He has 2 dreams. One is to create high-adventure opportunities for those who are deaf or hard of hearing. He also hopes to start a farm for at-risk people so they can learn through real-world experiences by taking care of the animals there. When this young man arrived for our interview, I wondered how we could communicate, as he didn't have an interpreter with him. He read my lips throughout, and we communicated beautifully. This truly is a young man who has triumphed over the challenges life has placed in front of him and is committed to continue learning. As he himself put it, just because you're graduating does not mean that it's time to stop learning. The best part is to know how to learn in our new careers. Today he thanks his family, Father Richard, stepmother Amanda, grandparents and brother John. He also thanks his interpreter, Renita Causey. I am pleased to present to you a remarkable young man, Jeffrey Burns, and would ask that he stand. I'd also ask his family to stand if they would. Graduates, on behalf of our university, I wish you great success, meaning, and fulfillment. As each of you sets out on the next phase of your life and career, you will face times of challenge, heartbreak, and disappointment. In those times when you might consider giving up, I'd encourage you to remember the examples of Tom Meddendorf, Jacob Meddendorf, and Jeffrey Burns, and their indefatigable determination to succeed. Congratulations and best wishes, class of 2012.
We now take pride in recognizing the graduates of the Ferris State University class of 2012. In the interest of time and maintaining the integrity of the ceremony, we ask that the families and friends of the graduates remain at their seats for the complete ceremony. The university has contracted with a professional photographer to take a picture as each graduate receives a diploma. Following the ceremony, we invite the family and friends to take pictures in front of the stage. For safety purposes, the platform will be closed. Provost Fritz Erickson and the academic deans will assist President Eisler as he confers the appropriate degrees and certificates on the Ferris State University class of 2012.
Will the candidates for the doctoral degree in the Michigan College of Optometry please rise? Will their families also rise? Dean Michael Crone will present the candidates.
On behalf of the Michigan College of Optometry, I am honored to present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Optometry. They are hereby certified by the faculty for their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Optometry as it applies to you individually, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities therein. Congratulations, graduates, Michigan College of Optometry.
Families may be seated. Graduates, please come forward as directed by ushers. Amanda Lynn Leonhard. Kimberly Ann Passmore. Tara Jane Nathaniel. Courtney Diane Molitorno. Casey Larissa Baldovan. Laura Marie Schindler. Adam Michael Castle. Sean Michael Andrews. Emily Dorr Mathiak. Krishna Reina. Matthew Michael Meisner. John Christopher Van Wagnen. Alyssa Christelle Jackson. Andrew Paul Demerit. Stephen Craig Jewett. Ladies and gentlemen, the doctoral graduates of the Michigan College of Optometry.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the Michigan College of Optometry please rise? Will their families also rise? Dean Michael Crone will present the candidates.
On behalf of the Michigan College of Optometry, I'm honored to present these candidates for the baccalaureate degree. They are hereby certified by the faculty for their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the baccalaureate degree as it applies to you individually, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities therein. Congratulations, graduates, Michigan College of Optometry.
Families may be seated. Graduates, please come forward as directed by ushers. Jason Milo Andrews. Anna Maureen Baumgartner. Sarah Jane Sharad. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the Michigan College of Optometry.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees in the College of Education and Human Services please rise? Will their families also rise? Dean Michelle A. Johnston will present the candidates.
On behalf of the College of Education and Human Services, I am honored and privileged to present to you these candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Career and Technical Education and in Criminal Justice Administration and Master of Education in Curriculum and Instruction. They are hereby certified by the faculty for their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon each of you the master's degree as it applies to you individually, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities therein. Congratulations, master's graduates, College of Education and Human Services.
Family members may be seated. Graduates, please come forward as directed by ushers. Patricia Davignon. Krista M. King. Antoinette Q. Rewa. Daniel Patrick Campbell. Stacy L. Smith. William D. England. Jamie Brady. Christopher Allen Porter. Robert S. Turneau, Jr. Lindsay Jeanette Smith. Kenneth M. Bryan. Sarah L. Smith. Allison E. Grifthorse. Trina N. Egler. Sarah Elizabeth Reilly. Matthew Curtis Chitwood. Quentin L. McKinley. Patty L. Barnett. Linda Bates. Chantel D. Rogers. Jennifer F. Klein. Mario L. Ledesma. Dirk Richard Winkle. Adam Daniel Atkinson. Dustin Lawrence Brown.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate and associate degrees in the College of Education and Human Services please rise? Will their families also rise? Dean Johnson will present the candidates.
On behalf of the College of Education and Human Services, I am honored and privileged to present to you these candidates for the Bachelor of Science and Associate in Arts and Associate in Applied Science degrees. They are hereby certified by their faculty for their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you bachelor and associate degrees as they apply to you individually, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities therein. Congratulations, graduates, College of Education and Human Services.
Families may be seated. Graduates may be seated except for the first row. Please come forward as directed by ushers. Amy D. Potraz. Megan Michelle Abshire. Andrew Robert Bradfield. Shane Morgan Hastings. Kobe T. Swarthout. Doreen Kadir Nori. Idriki Keisha Golden. Andrew C. Kloster. Alan Joseph Tuhi. Ashley Marie Hawks. Lillian Marie Fryover. Gina R. Kalkman. Melanie Marie Price. Dale Paul Kolnitis. Rebecca Thompson. Leah Elizabeth Tandy. Christy Lynn Sabo. Christina J. Muir. Jeffrey Richard Burns. Lisa A. Kloman. Scott Andrew Everson. Christopher M. Whitcop. John Anthony Kaprowski. Daniel J. Miker, Jr. Chadwick Dale Erdman. Adam R. Dombrowski. Kevin John Ingrodi. Christina Marie Morton. Tiana Elise Kenner. Megan Emily DeLoder. Jeffrey Brian Lund II. Scott M. Anderson. Shannon Patricia Gillespie. Tana Rochelle Shinover. Fonda Rashawn Williams. Tanya K. Lofton. Shantae Gray. Stacy J. Lambright. Charlie Ann Haynell. Amy Lynn Nelson. Kim M. Childress. Nicole J. Clover. Janelle Levon Dorian James. Darisha L. Stovall. Baraka Miller. Thomas A. Farag. Barbara Lynette Bogan. Nicole Danielle Snowden. Kimberly Lee Green. Danielle M. Britton. Guadalupe Ray Cruz. Erica Ann Nelson. Sandra K. Gomez. Kathleen Meyer. Amber C. Villette. Lynette Crystal Hasey. Emily Kate Skoltens. Crystal Ann McGee. Samantha Elaine Sobre. Lee T. Lefebvre. Kenneth L. Weismiller. Michael Howard Colby, Jr. Matt Addison Bertzas. Jeremy Robert Gomez. Antoine Tyrese Winman. Shanann M. Van. Casey Claire Reimfeld. Megan Nicole Steck. Scott S. Skidema. Brianne M. Borgman. Jake Allen Hancock. Alert Cadet. Sarah Diane Pendle. Sarah Jo Sweet. Bethany Jean Marie McHugh. Hannah F. Merck. LaShonda M. Street. Janelle Naomi Sanders. Karan Yvette Anderson. Clarissa Elizabeth McNair. Mitchell John Schneider. Matthew Howard Austin. Sarah B. Austin. Thomas R. Skyver III. Andrew Michael Evans. Catherine Colleen Kronick. Jacob B. Boozy. Gordon Charles Lawcock. Jessica F. Gonzalez. Tom A. Maidendorp. Jacob A. Maidendorp. Stuart Andrew Gregory. Craig Allen Ritter. Timothy Allen Silliman. Philip John Meck. Ashley Marie Bessie. Alicia M. Battistella. Alex J. Wesseldike. Jeffrey M. Gillette. Jayrun Jackson. Rebecca Marie Hodek. Kelsey Anna Kreiderman. Robert Mackenzie Kaufman. Okay. Octavia N. Anderson. Lexi Ann Riggerello. Tyler K. King. Nicole Alicia Clark. Kayla A. Spees. Nicole Lynn Benedict. Joshua Elton Thompson. Gregory Dalton Sabo Beers. Lyell Habib Sleeman. Anna L. Carsony. Dominique Deepstra. Bradley James Lane. Spencer Marcus Selner. Brennan John Warren. Joshua Adam Yonker. Scott Christopher Convery. Blake Nathaniel Mattison. Kylie Nicole Patterson. Jacob Daniel Veronki. Mark Thomas Welch. Stephen Mark Ostin. Laura Marie Waits. Brenna Ray Manjo. Kaylee M. Weber. Jacob R. Poppy. Sean J. Cassidy. Stephen Anderson Neshkoff. Richard Chase Grohl. Rose Marie Gruber. Kaylee Elizabeth Schroeder. Jamie R. Smigelski. Dana M. Petrick. Susan Danielle Hamilton. Crystal Brooks Smith. Lisa R. Jeffries. Ariel Lydia Rios. George D. Wise. Michael Charles DeBano III. Allison E. McGuire. Patrick Corwin Black. Tracy L. Whipke. Jill Rebecca Bologna. Sue Ann Hadding. Brian John McGee. Christopher D. Abig. Andrew M. Blair. Lindsay K. Sear. Amanda Nicole Parmalee. Rebecca Marie Brudnicki. Heather Ann Weed. Matthew F. Stevens. Tricia Sue Salinas. Jean Marie Baker. Brian Scott Bradley. Melanie S. Yakub. Joshua Ray Johnson. Brittany Helen Davis. Amber Marie Kempinen. Stephen Craig Oten. Danielle Marie Lupu. Bridget Marie Walker. Jennifer Ellis Boljeski. Stacy Catherine Lamb. Timothy Paul Fortin. Roslyn Janelle Boyce. Samantha Ray Nelson. Christopher W. Lesher. Catherine M. Mead. Kaylee R. Villela. Amy Joy Westcott. David Terrell Vance. Corey Dominique Carter. Scott Thomas Lesner. Catlin Wayne Porter. Adam Michael DeSmet. Christopher A. Brown. Elizabeth Ann Bentley. Christopher S. Schulte. Ryan Jeffrey Simon. Justin Todd Miller. Frank H. William Schoenwitz. Kyle V. Moon. Michael Ronald Lennox. Caitlin Cahill McMurray. Lindsay Jean Pepper. Marquita Deanna Beatty. Brian Michael Smith. Adam D. McCloskey. Kyle Charles Berner. Aaron C. Blasey. David John Geisen. Jessica Marie Modzelewski. Ian Patrick O'Malley. Mark E. Davis. Ashley N. Pennell. Brett A. Atwood. Jordan B. Goss. Glenn Arthur Brock. Trevor Curtis Horde. David Mark Paseka. Kevin Eric Lagerquist. Derek Austin Parrott. Brent Michael Sir. David William Hoffman. Michael Beastmo Davis. Caitlin Muriel Plesner. Molly Diane Delano. Jordan Timothy Portfleet. Corey John Buter. Lauren Hugh Juday. Benjamin J. Stadler. Eric James Kleiman. Ryan Lawrence Dittmer. Christopher J. Stromsky. Paul Edward Fox. Brent Michael Cathy. Robert Craig Smith. Christopher S. Valier. David Ayua Mock. Paul William Freilich. Stephanie G. Sad. Nicole Clary. Sandra E. Truelove. Chad McCarrick. Elizabeth A. Miller. Nicole K. Shallow. Daniel Eugene Corey, Jr. Benjamin Roy Visser. Andrew T. Krabessa. Dakota Scott Donnelly. Robert John Selesky. Jacob Kyle Fulton. Ryan Michael Felt. Nicole M. Bayer-Rex. James W. Bauer. Michael Bradley Giacino. Sean R. Grifford. Stephen David Krieger. Kyle Donald Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the College of Education and Human Services.
Will all of our graduates please stand? Graduates? There's a long-standing tradition at commencement ceremonies in which the graduates move their tassels from the right side to the left side of their caps. I invite all graduates of the May class of 2012 to flip their tassels at this time. Congratulations and best wishes to each of you. You may be seated.
Fischler, Director of Alumni Relations, will bring you greetings from the Ferris State Alumni Association.
It is now my great privilege to salute all of you for the first time as alumni of Ferris State University. From this day, you will face many new possibilities, probabilities, and challenges. We will now be depending on you to do your part to strengthen the economies of our world and to build our communities. And it is now, more than ever, that we will be counting on you to advocate to your family, neighbors, and colleagues the continuing opportunity of Ferris. We are looking forward to your return to our campus as our advisors, to be our guest speakers, and to share with us your successes, so that your stories will inspire and support future generations that have the ability to fulfill their dreams here and one day stand at your side. Celebrate this great day. We look forward to hearing from you soon. But remember, you are, and always will be, a Bulldog. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of Ferris Fidelity. You may join Rachel Schumann in singing our alma mater. The words are located in your program.
As constant as the northern star, our faith we pledge to thee. Our word, our bond, our oath, our trust to you, fidelity. From the promise of the crimson dawn to sunset's mellow gold, thy spirit shall prevail. We pledge allegiance as of old. Ferris State, all hail!
Please remain standing for the formal closing of the commencement ceremony. Thank you for sharing this special day with us.